This episode has been sponsored by Squarespace. Find out how to get a free trial and a discount at the end of the video. Welcome back to part 2 of building my dogs a treadmill. We're building a self-powered slap mill for 3 reasons. 1, so that we can find out if they can generate any useful electricity. 2, to keep them fit and healthy in the short winter days. And 3, to avoid buying one because the commercially available treadmills are very expensive. And so I thought to myself, why spend £1,500 buying one when I could spend £1,500 in materials and 2 weeks of time, Jamie's pay, and the cost of running this workshop to build my own, crappier, poorly engineered version. First topic of the day today is suspension. Now why? Because on these bed of wheels are going to run wooden slats on a belt that the dog runs on, and for the dog's joints we want it to be nice and cushioned. So between this bar of 50mm or 2-inch square and this, I want suspension, so the whole bed has cushion. Now I've done a lot of behind the scenes experimenting, or purchasing, and I've looked at everything from these rubber anti-vibration mounts to small teeny weeny springs, all the way to much larger, beefier springs. And through a rigorous engineering analysis, I've decided that these are the springs that we're going to use. So now we need to create a solution for holding the springs in the middle of the bars. So we're going to go ahead and put some lathe in the steel and thread a turn. Okay, so I was getting ready to do all of the threading on these parts with this die. But if I do it safely, it's going to take a really long time. And if I do it dangerously, it's really dangerous. So instead what I'm going to try is single pointing all these threads. Maybe it's faster.
Look how springy it is.
Now that it's all coming together, it's becoming more and more evident to me that the less one knows about engineering something, the more one overbuilds it. And in this case, one means me. This thing is hefty. Next up, we need to create the axle that is going to be holding these wheels in place. And fortunately, we did have a steel delivery. What? Jamie, what? 17.95mm. This is 20mm. Look at the order confirmation, and yeah, there we go. 20mm diameter, mild steel, round, bright. We got 18. So I've been shortchanged a whole 2mm of diameter. This is going to make us waste a whole lot more time, but we'll end up in the same spot, so it's going to be okay. We're going to get some large bar, turn down the axle ends, easy peasy lemon squeezy. It's really hot! So I made 4 of these. Now these are the brackets that are going to hold the wheels and axles to the actual frame itself. What we can do is we can actually now screw these brackets on, and with them screwed on, we can weld this all to the frame. Alrighty, so we've got the front and back wheels on it. It's taking closer and closer shape to its final form, and now we need to work on the slats.
So for the slats, we need a few things. Number 1, we need some sort of slat material.
This is trailer decking, so it's birch ply coated in phenolic resin. So it's got a nice texture on this side, which I could see being advantageous. And then underneath it's nice and shiny, which I don't think will have any importance. I don't know if this is the right material to use. I've never seen a dog treadmill. I've only seen photos of them online. I also don't know what width to make the slats, but we're gonna do a little bit of experimentation. And then once we pick the correct width, I'm thinking it's gonna be about 2.5 inches wide. We're then gonna have to set up some sort of process for me to efficiently and easily process this material down and make a whole bunch of cuts with a very underpowered saw. We've got a whole bunch of our slats cut, and we have gone ahead and taken off the corners a little bit so it's nice and smooth. We've got the grippy side, we've got the slick side. We're gonna have the grippy side facing down, and this is where we get to the part that hopefully makes it all make sense. This is a 2mm thick PVC belt. Some sort of conveyor belting used for conveyor belting applications. So we're gonna have two lengths of this, one on one end of the slat, one on the other, holding all the slats together. Now, I have 9 meters of this conveyor belting, and having measured the length of what's probably going to need to fit inside the treadmill, we need 8,800 millimeters, so we do not have a lot to spare. I'm going to set myself up a little jig, as square as possible, and screw in the belting. So far, we are a little over a quarter of the way done. Here's how it's looking. As you can see, it's almost like an excavator track. Pretty neat. Before we go too far, I think it'd be a good idea to test it. Oh, holy crap, that's cool. Wow, it just glides. All right, so this morning, made a quick trip to the hardware store, got ourselves some plexiglass. I'm gonna cut a little bit more steel, get it welded on, and get the plexiglass installed. Oh, it doesn't like that, does it? Ah! We got the plexiglass in, we got our handles so we can more easily move it, and it's now on to electricity generation. So I did a lot of thinking to try and work out how we wanted to power this thing, and I think the simplest thing is to use a bicycle dynamo. This is the old school type of dynamo that you used to have when you were a kid. It would go up against the sidewall of the tire, it spins and powers a light, or if you have one of these bad boys, a little Googling told me that we can take the power that comes from here and turn it into 5-volt USB. And by doing a little demonstration of YouTube's worst welding and electronics, I should be able to get them wired up, and then it's a case of somehow mounting it and allowing the power to transmit from the mill to this. Let's see if it generates power. Yes! Now, these wheels are definitely not going to work. No matter how much pressure I put on, it isn't spinning this. This is just too slippery. Now, this is some self-amalgamating tape. Let's see how this does. That spins it no problem. So here we are. The thing is supposedly finished, dynamo included. We retrofitted a new wheel onto it. We've got our USB adapter, and it is plugged in straight to these lights on the mill. And now we find out, can my dog turn kibble into electricity? Come on, yeah, come on. Lit up. The eagle-eyed amongst you will notice this is the wrong type of harness for this, but it's what I got to work with for now. And for those of you that think, oh my goodness, the chain, it looks barbaric. We got the chains here to keep her safe so that she can't go too far back or too far forwards. Moment of truth. Are we gonna get the lights? Are we gonna get the lights? Yeah! Woo! Yes! There we go! Success! We have made it! Yes, doggo! Yes, doggo! Oh, is that a good girl? Is that a good girl? She bloody well made electricity. Let's see what else she can power. How about an incredibly practical desktop fan? Good for those warmer months. Run, 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 run! Yes! Oh, look at it! Jamie, it's turning! Yes! She can do it! She can do it! She is an electricity generating monster! Yes! Woo-hoo! Oh, well done. And you see how good these slap mills are? She can slow it down in a matter of seconds without any skidding. It works! You can power a desktop fan! Well done! Now for the moment of truth. Can she charge my phone? Come on, come on, come on! Yes! My dog is charging my phone! What a good dog! I'm so happy that we've made a mill for my lovely dog, and we found that she can turn kibble into electricity and power useful things. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be running the workshop of her power, but we will be keeping her fit and healthy. This video has been made possible and sponsored by Squarespace, which is the all-in-one website building platform where you'll never have to deal with any plugins, patches, or updates ever. You can do absolutely everything with Squarespace. You can buy your domain. You can sell unlimited products. You can manage your email marketing campaign and set up and organize the whole thing yourself without needing to pay an expensive web developer to do it. It is the absolutely perfect platform for the person that is trying to take their hobby and turn it into a business. And with Squarespace's countless drag and drop themes, it couldn't be easier to build an utterly beautiful website. One of my favorite things is the phenomenal app they have that allows you to track your orders, track and update your inventory, and also check your stats and analytics. The Squarespace offering keeps getting better and better. You can have paywall access only member content. You can take bookings for appointments using the Squarespace scheduling feature. And you can even sell products in person with Squarespace Point of Sale. If you're looking to take your business to the next step, see how easy it is with a free trial at squarespace.com/forge, and you'll get 10% off your first purchase when you use code FORGE at checkout. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.